This conference will now be recorded.
Am I audible?
Yes, Nikhila.
Okay. So guys, if somebody is not able to hear me, please understand that you have some audio issues on your side and you will receive the recording after this session. You can watch that. And in case if somebody is speaking and you're not getting a response from my side, it means that you're not audible to me. In that case, you can post your question in the chat here. In the go to chat, you can post your question and I'll provide you the answers. Because it happens earlier, in my previous demos, the person was constantly asking and he was not audible to me. So, he thought like I was not responding purposefully. No, that's not the case. Maybe you're not audible to me. So, if you have any questions, please raise your hand in the go to meeting or you can post your question in the chat so that when I take a pause in between the demo, I can get back to you with the answers. Okay. Yeah, let's quickly start the demo. So we'll start with a quick introduction about myself and followed by that about the training and Pega and Gen AI versus Pega, the life and scope of Pega for the next decade, then about the job opportunities, salary packages, and certifications in Pega. So regarding myself, I'm Nikhila. I have close to 18 years of experience in IT and the same in Pega. I have been into this training since 2012. So it's more than a decade I have been into this training. And I'm a corporate trainer for most of the companies. So I've been a corporate trainer for Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, this World Bank, Cognizant, many other companies. I keep delivering corporate trainings. So this is about myself. And regarding your training program, it's purely an online training. The duration is for 3 months exactly. Sessions will be conducted only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 3 days per week you will have sessions. But how many hours? We are doing 7 to 9 on Friday, Saturday and Sunday 7 to 10. So total 8 hours per week you will be having a live session. What about Monday to Thursday? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you will work on banking application, which is classwork project. Monday to Thursday, whatever topics I have taught you in banking project, same things you will be implementing in a healthcare application like a homework. Okay, so Monday to Thursday, you will be doing homework on healthcare, and the rest of the 3 days, it's banking as a classwork. What if you get any issues and get stuck anywhere? We will have a WhatsApp group for the entire batch. You can post your questions there, drop a screenshot, or practice with the other people in the team, and you can do. And if you're still not able to resolve it, you can get on a screen share with me on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll be there to assist you to proceed further. Regarding interview coaching, topic wise interview coaching will be given to you when a particular topic is started in the session. So today I started X topic. On that, I'll give you interview coaching. After 2 days, it's Y topic. On that, you will be getting interview coaching from me. So topic wise, we'll be doing that. Mock interviews will be conducted regularly. Okay. So it is a group mock interview. In the session, I'm going to ask the question and pull the name of the person, and you're going to provide your answers, and I'm going to correct it in case if any corrections are required. Resume. Sample resumes will be given to you. You can prepare your resume accordingly. Project descriptions of both healthcare and banking application which we are doing in the training will be given to you. You can keep that in your resume. Job assistance, yes. So wherever we have openings in the market on Pega, I'm going to post it in the group. And wherever I have employee referrals from my old students, going to post it in the group, and you can apply and you can proceed further on that. Certification support. As some of you might be aware, certification in Pega is mandatory. If you are not certified, HR is not going to even consider your profile to schedule an interview. So we have different certifications: CSA, CSSA, LSA, and so on. Okay, so we'll talk about certifications towards the end of the session today. And if you need any kind of assistance in clearing the certification, you can reach out to me offline. I'll be there to guide you. And which version of Pega is going to be taught in this training? Guys, in this training, we are going to work on both 8.7 and 24 versions of Pega. Now, some of you who are new to Pega might be thinking from 8, how come you directly jump to 24? What about the in between versions? Guys, there are no versions in between. After 8.7, we have 8.8. It is just a patch version. Okay, we should consider it at 8 version only. After that, Pega directly launched 23 and 24. Okay, so in between, we do not have 9, 10, 11, 12 versions are not there. So after 8.x, they directly jump to 23 and 24. Now, why are we not training you on 24 version and why are we exploring 8.7 in the training? The reason is there is a difference in the UI architecture between 8.7 or 8.x and 24. So Pega launched this 23-24 version using Gen AI and React.js for the new UI architecture. So this new UI architecture of Pega in 24 is called as Constellation. The way developers used to build UI in Pega 8.x versus 24 is completely different. They made it more and more easy for us, and they are using React.js as a front end. Pega is using, okay, you need not go and learn React now. So what happens is if you are a front end developer, I mean like you already know the UI technologies, UI and UX technologies, you can write your own custom, components and everything in Pega you can do if you want to do, and if you're a front end developer, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just learn Pega and you can build your UI. So Pega gave you more options in 24, especially for front end developers. Whereas till 8.7, you have to stick to Pega only for building the UI. But starting from 24, you can use any front end technology and you can build your UI in Pega. So they left it to the front end specialists. Guys, do whatever you want for the UI. You can use. No need to stick to Pega. So there is a drastic difference in the UI from 8.7 to 24. Only UI. It's only UI. Okay, the rest all of the Pega application remains the same. Then again the question comes, why not only 24 in the training? Why are we even exploring 8.7? Whatever projects are already being used, okay, in the IT industry, all of them are on 8.x versions, means 8.1, 8.2 to 8.8. They all lie on 8.x versions. Okay. Now when we migrate to 24, we have hundreds of screens which are built in the last few years, right? So maybe my project is live for the last 7 years or 10 years. So we have hundreds of screens which are already built using the old UI architecture of Pega. Now just because I'm upgrading, I can't sit and spend year effort for moving all my screens to this latest architecture on Constellation. We have a lot of enhancements, bug fixes, and many things in the pipeline, which are given to us by the business. So now if I go and tell my business, no, I need to upgrade my tool. I need 1 year or 2 years just for my UI upgrade. This is not going to happen. So people who are migrating or the old projects in Pega who are in 8.x and moving to 24 are still using the old UI architecture only. We are not using the latest UI architecture. This constellation we are not using. Then who is using? If you are building a brand new project on Pega in 2025, then you will be using that latest architecture of Pega 24, this UI architecture constellation you will be using and you will be doing it. But if you're a person who is already holding a Pega project from the past and trying to migrate now, no, we are upgrading to 24, but in 24 still we are using the old UI architecture. Yes, there is a feasibility. When you upgrade to 24, you can decide, do you want to go with the old UI or with the new UI? And based on that, you can upgrade. So people who are migrating or people who are already holding a Pega project, we are using old UI only. So that is the reason 8.7 training is needed for you. If you get an opportunity to work on a brand new scratch Pega project, then you will be using this constellation and then you will need 24 knowledge, Pega 24 knowledge. So in this training, we'll be working on both. So initially, you will do end-to-end project on 8.7. Then towards the end of the training, you'll explore Constellation UI, how to build screens in UI and all that you will be exploring. Okay. And just in case if you want an end-to-end training, completely one end-to-end POC on Constellation, you can either build it on your own and I'll be there to assist you, or we have a separate course, Constellation Self-Learning Videos. You can opt for that. So required knowledge is already provided in the training, but just in case you want again one end-to-end POC on Constellation, you can opt for that, or you can practice and take my assistance. Anything is okay. So do you have any questions so far, guys? So there's a
Okay.
question in the chat. If we are migrating from 8.x to 24, how can we use old UI? Guys, UI architecture is like a built-on application for us. Okay, so whenever we install Pega, you can decide what are you built on. Are you built on theme Cosmos or Constellation or theme React or theme UI Kit? All these are themes. Themes are nothing but the UI architecture which we use. So when you are installing Pega, you can select what do you want to use as your UI architecture. So those of us who migrated to 24, we are still using this theme UI Kit or other things which are available instead of using Constellation. That's how we are using old UI architecture. If you have any friends in Pega in the IT industry, go check with them. If they have migrated, what are they doing? We are migrating to 24, but still on the old UI architecture. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, this course covers both system architect and senior system architect. I'll go to that slide. So, what do you get as a part of this training? You will receive personal edition software of Pega if it is 8.x version. Starting from 24, there is no software, no personal edition. Then how can I practice? Guys, there is a Pega cloud. Okay. If you just go to this website, okay, pega.com, you will find a cloud edition of Pega. This is a trial edition of Pega. You can practice here. So starting from the next versions, they stopped giving personal edition because they are using lot of tools which you can't put it on your personal machine. So only cloud edition is available. You can go here, you can just log in, do practicals, you can do everything here. So I'll teach you how to log in, how to use and all. Once the training starts, I'll be guiding you. So you'll be working on both the versions. So both the softwares you'll be using, both personal edition and the cloud you will be using. You will receive a video to install the software for the personal edition. Every day after the session is completed, within 1 hour, the session recording will be uploaded, which you will have read-only access for 8 months. Session recordings will be provided in Nikhila Trainings desktop app, okay, or in the Google Classroom. We'll be providing it to you. Okay. And screenshots of the practicals will be provided to you. So you can go to the document and you can practice, or you can make use of the recording and practice. Materials will be given to you, which are written by me based on the experience I have. Interview call recordings, which I have attended for more than 25 to 30 companies, call recordings will be shared with you. So before you attend your interviews, you can play the recordings and you can see what type of questions are being asked in the interviews. This is going to help you a lot with your interview preparation. Sample resumes will be given to you, project descriptions will be given to you. And as mentioned, this training aims at both CSA and CSSA, means junior level and senior level content will be covered. Basically, whatever a developer requires to work in day-to-day life. With maximum 7 to 8 years of experience in Pega, whatever we do, everything is covered. Like integrations, background processing, listeners, everything is covered. Okay. And apart from that, not only Pega, we also talk about like what kind of databases we use, what kind of DB work we do, what kind of Scrum meetings we attend, what is story pointing, what is Jira, what is Rally, all these things. I'm not going to stick only to Pega. So whatever we do in day to day life, what is design document, what is unit testing document, what is code review, what is lead review, what is peer review, everything we are going to talk about in this training. So basically, when you step out of the training, you will know everything that is required to attend your interviews and be a part of the Pega team. Okay, so I'm not going to put myself only with Pega. We are going to go beyond that and cover whatever is required for you to be in the Pega team. So we'll come back to FAQs. Before that, do you have any questions?
Uh, Nikhila, what kind of material we can receive?
What kind of? I lost
Study.
in between.
Yeah, material. You said right. You will
So
share
it's
the.
the PPT. You will receive the PPTs. Whatever I'm displaying in the session, those PPTs you will receive.
Oh, okay. This read only access, right?
Oh no, material you can download.
Oh,
Except videos,
okay.
the rest of things you can download.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a
Nikhila, I have a
question.
question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Nikhila, you said only 8 months of read-only access to be given to the videos, right?
Right. So, in case if you're not able
But
to complete it within 8 months due to some issue and you need an extended access, you can pay and take extended access. How much and all we'll discuss
Mhm.
offline. Reach out to me. And one more thing, Ma, if you have taken the training and for 8 months you're still going on reading, it means that you are not focused. Make sure you complete your learning phase within 4 to 5 months and start giving your interviews from the sixth month. Don't try to prolong that to 1 year or more. Okay, just try to
no,
get
but
the
right
things
now
done.
the market situation is not good, right? I mean, even for the
uh,
experienced people, getting the calls itself very difficult, right?
See, you can see I keep posting many openings in the status as well. Yesterday, the whole week I was posting. So yesterday I posted an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity in US and California. Prior to that, we had opportunities in Kerala and few other companies. I kept posting. So there are opportunities. Yeah, market situation is not good because there are a lot of layoffs going on. So people are not willing to shift. If nobody is shifting, there is no new opportunity getting created in
Hello.
that particular company. Just give me a second.
हाँ ନା
So
ମୁଁ
that
ଅଲଗା ଫୋନରେ କଥା ଇଏ ଅଛି ତ କଲ୍ ଅଛି
Dharmendra, are you talking to me?
no no
Okay.
sorry
So that's how it is going. I know it is not that great, but still there are openings going on. Even, my previous students are
Mm-hmm.
getting placed and they are sharing me the success stories. It's not bad, but it is like average. It's going on. Because of the layoffs, people are not willing to move anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
because right, on Pega, the market, the calls itself, it's a very difficult because it's a licensing tool, right? And the Pega licensing is a very costly, right?
Of course, but do
So
you also know
that's the
the
reason I.
no, no, you should also know the capabilities of Pega and the huge client base of Pega. So
Mhm.
then you will understand they have lot of scope. Maybe you need to look at this video to understand who are the clients of Pega. So then you get to see. Look at the client base. This is from the official website of Pega. Just because if
Okay.
couple of your friends are not getting opportunities, it doesn't mean that Pega market is not good. There are a lot of people who are getting placed even now. Look at the number of companies using Pega and look at the length of my video. It's 3 minutes, just a screen recording. And you can see many famous companies
Okay.
using. Okay. So the client base is very huge. And if you or any of your friends have attended the recent Pega Innovate, which was conducted in Hyderabad, you will see they are growing very vast. Only concern is yes, the licensing cost is high. That's a concern, but the companies using Pega are not small scale industries. You can see they are very big banks and big healthcare. They are able to pay for the license, and now everybody is even moving to Pega
Okay.
Cloud itself. So we are even ready to pay
sorry
extra
sorry
and
to
move to them.
interrupt
Yeah,
hello
please. Yes,
yeah
yes.
any prerequisite to learn Pega
Yes, so I saw a question in the chat. I'm just going one by one. Guys, there is no such prerequisite to learn Pega. Okay, you can learn Pega as a tool directly, you can learn. And just in case, if you have any experience on other BPM tools, or if you have any experience on Java or .NET, it'll be pretty easy for you. It's just like, learning a new language. That's it. I mean, just like, if you know Telugu, English, you can learn a new language easily, right? The same way. If you already have experience in IT on the development side, it becomes easy for you. Otherwise, there is no prerequisite. Guys, Pega is a subject in many universities. On Pega, we train almost all the freshers who join my company. Freshers are learning Pega. What do you think if there is a no, there is no such prerequisite. Okay, you can directly learn the tool as it is. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Nikhila,
Uh, yes, please.
Nikhila, is there any difference between Pega admin role and Pega dev role? Are both the same?
100%. So Pega admins are like any other admins. You deal with the servers, you deal with the load balancing, deal with the service IDs, the security things, all those things you will be dealing. Pega developers, they do front end coding, right? We only build the front end application things and all. So
Yeah.
there is completely a difference. Okay. So this is all the client base, guys. Look at how big it is. Okay. And this video was done by maybe an year or 2 years back. So now the client base might have increased, right? So you can look at all this. I can share you this video if you require. So don't worry, we are still in the good hands.
Okay. Okay. Thanks,
Nikhila,
Nikhil.
Yes,
hi
please.
Nikhila, Sushil this side.
Yes, Sushil.
Nikhila, see, I've been a Pega BA for a long duration,
Mm-hmm.
nearly 6 7 years. After that, I've been a Pega project manager.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wanting to sort of get my hands on with the coding part. Although I don't want to go back into the into the coding stuff, right? So how will this course really help me? And what are my future or further job prospects?
Yeah.
Uh,
So your question is going to be answered here. Guys, anyone with a prior IT experience, maybe you are a developer but on different tools like Java, .NET, SAP, or maybe you are a BO, or maybe you are a Scrum Master, and you're planning to migrate to Pega. It is quite common in IT industry. Okay, Pega developers also become BAs and Scrum Masters so that it adds up value to a profile. Similarly, BAs and Scrum Masters also become a Pega developer. Depending upon the industry needs or depending upon what opportunities you have in your company, we keep migrating. This is pretty common. So 100% yes, you can move. And it adds up value to your resume, right? So tomorrow, if you are finding less number of opportunities in your particular company on BA, you can become a Pega developer and you can move to a different project. So that is common for us to do in IT industry. You
yeah,
can
but Nikhila, am I really going to be able to pull that off? Right, that's the question, right?
see, Pega is
Uh, as a
completely a
developer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pega is completely a no coding or a low coding tool. It do not have any kind of coding. And in case if you write any custom coding in Pega, that is considered as going against the best practice of Pega. Customization in Pega is considered as a bad practice. You are not supposed to do any kind of coding in Pega. As much as possible, you have to go with the built-in things only. Now, before I answer this question, I want people to look at this video once. Okay, this is a video where I have shown how can we build a Pega, Paytm home screen on Pega without writing any single line of code. Just a quick video, guys. Look at this, how this is the Paytm home screen I'm trying to build on Pega. See, how can I do it? Then you will get a clarity why Pega doesn't require any coding. I'm just dragging and dropping. Do you see everything? I'm just dragging and dropping. I want menus like this. So I'm just trying to drag and drop something for the menu kind of. I pulled a menu. I pulled some hyperlinks. Now I'm trying to rename the hyperlinks. You can just see as many hyperlinks as I need. I'm just dragging them and I'm just renaming them to build a portal like that. That's all renaming going on. And just I uploaded that base image. So it's all drag and drop, and see the output is done. Okay, so when you come to the UI part in Pega, it's all drag and drop and configurations. So that menus and all, we source it with the data from the database. So people from BA background, people from QA background, even people from non-IT background learn Pega and they move as a Pega developer because it doesn't involve any kind of coding. It's just drag and drops we do when we do the UI. How about the configurations? How about the backend thing? It's all functions, methods, APIs, everything is built in. We only use them. That's it. That is how we build. Okay, you can see this is how we configure. We only configure, we don't write any piece of code. Okay, you can just have a look at this later. You can find it on my channel. So I hope you're clear now. It doesn't involve any kind of coding. I have one more question in the chat. Somebody has asked me. One second. Somebody is telling that she can't hear.
Hello. Hi, Nikhila.
Yes, Srinivas.
Nikhila, in the application, there will be like, in any application, there will be like support team, developing team,
Same thing here.
decorative.
We will
Same
have
thing
all
also,
the
right?
teams. You'll have support team.
In
I mean, like, you'll have production support team, development team. You'll have Scrum Master. You will have engineering team. You will have apps team. You will have DB team. Everything remains the same.
so, you are going to explain what are the responsibilities of those teams
Yes,
like
yes,
BAU team.
yes. Right. We are
Uh,
going to talk about it. Okay. As yeah,
okay.
I have one more question in the chat, guys. So they were there. He's asking, uh, all backend coding remains the same in 8.x and 24, right? Only the UI has changed. Yes, exactly right. 8.x and 24, the backend remains completely the same. Only the way we build the things, the UI thing, it has changed. Okay. And there's one more question. Does this help with CPBA? Guys, CPBA only requires 10% of the knowledge of CSA. It don't require CWSA completely. CSA only 10%, the basics, case types, data types, basic things you need. So the whole of this training is not required if you're opting for CPBA training.
So in this training, you are covering CSA and CP.
And CWSA, both CSA and WSA we are covering.
Okay.
Okay. Saujanya, when you are building a end-to-end project, of course you will be doing debugging, right? So it's a part of the training. You will do debugging. Okay. So Kamal, coming to your question, course duration is 3 months and fee I have already shared with everyone on WhatsApp. If not, please reach out to me offline. I will share it with you. Now, 1 second, guys.
Sure.
Yeah, give me a minute. I just wanted to show you the difference between Pega 8 and Pega 24. You saw how we have built in Pega 8, right? I was just dragging and dropping everything. Now I wanted to show you how we do it in Pega 24. Have a look at this one, so you will understand what is the difference in the UI. See, in 24, there is no dragging and dropping. You just need to add this plus button and configure what you want and mention what is it. Is it a radio button? Is it an image? Is it a hyperlink? Is it a drop down? You just need to mention here. That's it. So it's actually much more easy. The same thing. I'm selecting, you can just say I selected radio buttons here and I'm giving the values credit card, debit card, net banking for the payment mode. Okay. Now for credit card, what all I need, I'm going to build. See, while you're building on the left hand side, the preview is also coming. In 24, this happens. While you're building on the left side, you see the preview as well. So just showing you how different it is. That's it. So for credit card, now I'm adding the fields. I'll need card number, OTP and all that, right? So I'm adding card number. It's a text box. Done. Much more easy than 8. Expiry date. It's going to be a calendar control. So date. And look at the left hand side, the preview is coming. See. So while building itself, you can even see the preview. So this is the only difference, ma. Rest of things remain the same. Okay, the UI, the way we build it, have changed. The rest all it's same. Okay, hope you understand now what is the difference between 8 and others. And you can even find this video on my YouTube channel. After the session, you can go through it. There are a lot of videos I have posted on Constellation. You can check them. Any other questions before we resume? Will you be teaching Gen AI aspects in Pega? Gen AI will talk about it, okay? External integrations, yes, 100%. As I told you, integrations, listeners, working with Excel, CSVs, all these things are going to be covered, okay? And coming to Gen AI, I'll explain you. We have few slides on Gen AI. We'll talk about it, Sushil. Okay. So I hope I have answered these questions, guys. Anybody can learn Pega and there is no prerequisite. And I have shown you a demo as well. How we are building UI in Pega. There is no coding. It's all drag and drop. It's pretty easy. Okay. Now again, what is Pega? We don't know exactly what is Pega, right? So Pega is basically a tool. Okay, it's a platform where we build web applications. So it is exactly like how you build a project in Java, how you do it in .NET, how do you do it using this React JS, or how do you do projects the same way we built it in Pega. The only difference is Pega is like self-sufficient. Everything and anything I can do within Pega. Suppose if you take Java, for version controlling, we use a different tool. For deployment, we use a different tool. Okay, for check-ins and checkouts and doing the we use the different tools. That's not the case in Pega. Whether it is reporting or whether it is integrations or version controlling, whatever, only Pega tool we use. Even deployments, only Pega tool. We don't need to rely on other tools. If you learn Pega, it is completely sufficient for you to build one end-to-end application. So here you do integrations, reporting, deployment, version controlling. You can connect to ChatGPT. You can create your own chatbot. You can connect to Alexa. You can connect to Facebook. You can send SMS. What not. You can use any web channel. You can receive a call and you can create a case in the application. So the web channel can be anything. You can build an end-to-end application in Pega. We don't rely on any other tools. Okay. It's completely a no coding or a low coding tool. Now, what type of applications do you build on Pega? Guys, Pega is a very expensive tool and Pega is primarily used for workflow automation. What is workflow automation? Suppose I went to a bank, I applied for a loan. There is a big workflow involved. First, they will collect all your documents. Second, they will check your credit score. Third, they will validate your documents. They will check the risk assessment. They will check your eligibility. They may ask for extra documents. It will go to different teams for approval. Once approved, they will disperse the funds. So there's a in the backend there's a lot happening, right? So these things we want to automate. So there we use Pega. Now assume that one of my family member is hospitalized. Now I'm claiming a insurance for that person. What does insurance company do? They take all your details. They will check whether this particular surgery is covered under your insurance. They check whether this hospital is in the list of network hospitals or not. They will say whether they have to go for co-pay or co-ratio or full amount they are going to give. So there is a big workflow involved in the back end. In those areas you use Pega. Pega is primarily used in projects or in industries where there is a big workflow automation involved. So I don't use Pega to build social media apps like Instagram or Facebook. I don't use Pega to build online shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart and Myntra. I don't use Pega to build something like Amazon Prime or Netflix. No, I'm not going to do that. Pega is purely used in places where there's a big workflow involved. So there is lot of approvals, lot of decision making. Data is going from team 1 to team 2, team 2 to team 3. Many people are getting involved in the completion of that thing. Then only and there only we use Pega. We don't use it in everywhere, wherever I have a leave application, no, I'm not going to use it. Let's say, for example, there is a application which is required for employee onboarding. What do? You collect his documents, you do the background verification, you decide what is his pay cycle, how much is HRA, how much is basic, how much is his allowances, XYZ you decide. You decide a place for him in the building. right? You allocate all the IT assets to him. You tag him to a manager. A lot you will be doing. You tag him to a project. A lot, right? So only in these areas where is there is a big workflow involved, we use Pega. That is the reason most of the Pega applications are intranet applications. Means only within the company network you will find them. Loan approval process. Do you see that application when you sit at your home and you type hdfc.com? Can you access the loan application? No, right? Only you can request for a loan, but the whole loan processing which happens, it happens within the bank network, within HDFC Bank, within the bank network only it happens. So that is intranet, not internet. Internet means anywhere and everywhere I can go open the browser and I can type and I can log in and process. Those are internet. But most of the Pega applications are intranet within the company network. Customer support team of the company will use. Pharmacists of healthcare will use. HR of IT industry will use. So within the company network, they'll be using the applications to automate the workflows. Such applications are built on Pega and those are completely intranet. You may find here and there one or two applications or internet also built on Pega, but 90% are intranet. And most of the Pega applications you will find in banking and health insurance and finance. So most of the banks are using like Standard Charter Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, World Bank, all these banks, Citibank, HDFC, HSBC, all these banks, they are our clients. I have worked on most of their projects. Insurance, UHG, Carlon, AIG, all these companies use, Pega. I even worked with all of them. Okay. So did you understand where do we use Pega? Anybody has any questions?
Salesforce is required for Learn Pega,
No,
or
no, no,
how
not
it
at all.
is?
As I told you, Pega is self-sufficient. Everything and anything that we need to build an application is Pega is completely within the Pega tool itself. You will not need any other external tools, including code deployment. Also, we do using Pega only. We have Pega Deployment Manager. We don't rely on a Bitbucket or all these Ansible or kind of things. You don't need any external tools.
Uh, so there is not required for CI/CD pipeline, Kubernetes, Ansible, Git,
Yes, it
GitHub.
is not required, but in case if your company has taken or they take license for the whole company for all the projects, right? Then they may force you to use them. Otherwise, for Pega, we have deployment manager. We can use it and do the deployment.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Hi, Nikhila. Nikhila, you said there will be a DB team also in the Pega
hmm
applications. Like the
hmm
DB itself, external or internal, like Pega using internal DB.
No, no, no. Every company will have their own data DB teams and database you need to purchase. Your company need to purchase. Pega doesn't own any DB. Pega owns only Pega tool. If you're using Tomcat, you need to buy. If you're using Kafka, you need to buy. If you're using database, you need to buy the licensing. Pega doesn't own all of them, and it's not going to provide you. Okay. Yes, code deployments are covered. Yes, Rajapriya, code deployments are covered. And there's a question in the chat: DB used in Pega, how data is getting pulled out? Yeah, all these are covered. We are building one end-to-end application, right? So you are going to deal with database, debugging, deployments. All these are covered. Apurva, as I told you, CSA and CWSA both we are doing. So job schedulers, queue processors, as I mentioned in the beginning, background processing, we are covering them. You can check my course content on my website, guys. I'll share you the website, or I can share you the document as well, the course content document. You can check and you can get back to me. Now, why Pega? The question is why Pega? So, first of all, before I ask this question, why Pega? Guys, why do we need Pega in the era of Gen AI? So now everybody is using Gen AI, right? Even in day-to-day life, everybody is using Chat GPT, Gemini, all these things we are using. Why do you think we need Pega in this era? where everything is automated. Like Gen AI gives you content, it can make conversations with you, it can predict the outcomes, it can give recommendations, see patterns faster. So Gen AI does everything, right? Then why do you think we still need Pega? And do you think that Pega can, Gen AI can replace Pega soon and we don't need Pega anymore? Any thoughts? Let me see, anybody? No thoughts? Okay. So the answer is, guys, Gen AI cannot create an end-to-end business workflow, right? So if I go and I ask, can you build an end-to-end, application in Pega for credit card processing? Is it going to do? No, it can't do for me. Okay, I need to do, it can only tell me the suggestions. Hey Nikhila, this is what you will have, this is the steps involved in the process, these are the people who will be using the application. So it can only give me suggestions, it can't build end to end, it can't create the rules, it can't do enterprise grade orchestration, it cannot do all such things. It can't take off reliability, scalability, all these things it cannot do. It can only give suggestions, ma, you need to implement it. So still Pega is important because AI can only suggest you what to do and how to do. It can't do the things end to end. Okay, so the question is wrong. It's not Pega versus AI, it's Pega plus AI. So, what can I do with Gen AI in Pega should be the question. Okay, so Pega with Gen AI is actually making the tool very, very powerful. So, let's see how it is actually doing those things. Hmm. I'll show you a small video how Gen AI plus Pega is making Pega 24 very powerful. I'm going to show you. See this. I went to make my trip website and I took a screen share, okay, screen recording. I'm just trying to book a flight. Okay, I saw the list of flights. I selected a flight. I'm trying to book it. I went till the payment page. I'm looking at the prices. So I took a screen recording, right? Now I want my client or my developers to build exactly the same application. How much time do you think Pega will need to build the skeleton of this application? Anybody has any idea? A website similar to booking.com or Make My Trip, if I needed to build it in Pega, how much time do you think at least the base of the application will take? No idea? Okay. Then you need to see this. This is Pega 24. Okay. I have the recording, right? This is my old recording. One second. This is the recording. Now I'm uploading the recording into Pega's blueprint. There is a tool in Pega called as blueprint. Okay, I'm uploading the recording and I will ask the system to analyze the content and build the base of the application. See, this is Gen AI being used in Pega. So when you work on Pega, you are not learning Gen AI, you are learning Pega only. Pega is internally using Gen AI to make things better for you. Look at this, it's analyzing. Now analysis is completed. Have a look at this. I just uploaded a video. Hey, you can upload a video, you can upload a screenshot, you can upload a document, you can upload, you can just write down the text and Gen AI will read it, understand it, and see it has given the full purpose of this application. Look at this. It is telling me you're doing flight search, flight results, flight details. Look at this. From the video it is doing. Same way it can do even if you write it. You can even upload a screenshot. You can do whatever. And see how it is helping me to build a project in Pega. See, it is telling me these are all the data tables you will need. These are all the people who are using your application. Okay, it's just providing me all the details and it is going to even build it for me. See, it's building workflows, all these workflows it is building. All these data types it is going to build. These data types. See, all data types it's building. like this. So if I have to build this in Pega 8, it will take me at least 2 months. So now within 1 minute I'm able to achieve this. This is the power of Pega with Gen AI. So Gen AI is not going to replace Pega, but Pega is embedding Gen AI inside itself to make Pega much more powerful and much better. Now, did you understand the difference, guys? Yes, somebody has a question. I see somebody has raised a hand. Sheikh, you have some questions? Okay. Now we'll move ahead. Uh, do you want to see the more about Gen AI, guys, in Pega, or can I go with the next slide? Please speak up, or you can at least
Go
put in
with
the chat.
this week.
Sorry, we'll go with next slide.
Yes.
Okay. Any other answers? Okay, perfect. So, as I told you, Gen AI with Pega is more powerful. It's not Gen AI versus Pega, it's Gen AI with Pega. Pega is not competing with Gen AI. Pega is embedding Gen AI inside it and making more and more powerful. Okay, so assume that Gen AI is like an engine and Pega is the car. So, engine gives you inputs and the car is going to take you to the destination. So, that is how Pega and Gen AI are working together in transforming the business processes. Okay. Now, coming back to the old slide, why Pega? I hope you got the answer by this time now. Pega has lot of automation. Okay, so we can get the things done very fast when we use Pega. We have a lot of built-in stuff. So it saves time, money, and effort. If I need 10 developers to build a project on Java for 1 year, maybe I can do it in 1 or 2 months with 1 or 2 developers in Pega. So Pega is 12 times faster than the traditional tools. Okay, so speed, money, you save many things when we use Pega. And Pega also has a lot of frameworks, guys. Frameworks means built-in applications. So Pega has a built-in application for insurance processing. Pega has a built-in application for customer support for various companies, for various domains. So like this they have built-in frameworks for different industries. They have built-in frameworks. Suppose I'm planning to use Pega for building a app like Ola or Uber. I'll go and ask Pega team, guys, I want your license because I'm planning to build an application like this. Then they'll say, hey, we already have a framework, why don't you purchase the application directly? So you can purchase the application and you can make changes here and there and you can go live. So like this, Pega also sells a lot of built-in applications which are called as frameworks. So that is going to save a lot of time. You need not build the application from the scratch. They're already available. So like this, a lot of automation exists in Pega. So that is the reason everybody's opting for Pega in today's world. Any questions? Will Pega survive for more years in the IT industry? Guys, now just now we have seen we are using Gen AI. Pega has its footprints in BPM, CRM, case management. Pega also has decisioning, okay, where we do predictive analysis. Data scientists will be working there. Pega has its own cloud. Pega has almost anything and everything that we require to work in the IT industry. So, yes, for sure, at least in the next 10 years, we are in the safe hands. Okay. Now, Pega comes under BPM. Now, what exactly is this BPM? Guys, in IT industry, we categorize the tools. Like these are BPM tools, these are CRM tools, these are like this we categorize them. So Pega falls under BPM category. Now, what exactly is BPM then? It's just a process management. Means all BPM tools, means any tool which comes under BPM, they should have lot of automation. They should only work with the flows, means all flow diagrams you need to draw. Based on the flow diagram, the user will see the screens. Okay, so we completely have flows in the Pega tool. We would have lot of automations. Whatever they suggest, BPM suggests, Pega follows. So Pega falls under BPM category. Okay, we fall under BPM category. And we have many other BPM tools in the market like Oracle BPM, Appian, IBM BPM, Lombardi. Many BPM tools are there in the market. Okay, you can just check this BPM capabilities later. And just a history about Pega, guys. It's not something which came up in the last 10 years. Pega has been in the market since 1983. Okay, when we started with Pega version 4 also. Actually, Pega started with version 5.5 have written, but I even worked in Pega version 4 when I started my career. So we worked in version 4, then version 5, 5.1, 5.2, so on. Then version 6, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3. Again, it had multiple, SP1, SP2, something like that. Then we had Pega 7 till 7.7 we had. Then we have Pega 8 till 8.8. Now, it is 24 in the market. So there are a lot of versions of Pega which have, come up in the last few years. Okay. Competitors of Pega. Actually, Appian is a competitor, but not a huge competitor. If there are small workflow automation applications, people will prefer to go with Appian. It's also a BPM tool. If it is a big project, being launched in multiple countries, huge user base, more scalability is required, people go with Pega. Okay. So these are the competitors of Pega we have in the IT industry. Companies using Pega, I have already shown you a video, right? You can even check that. So these are all the companies using Pega, and many more are using, not just this, many more companies are using Pega. You can see many of the dream companies are listed here. Okay. Now coming to certifications in Pega, developers have to do CSA, WSA, LSA. But you guys should at least do CSA. Okay. After that WSA, after that LSA. And you have to go in a sequence. You can't directly jump and write LSA. You have to go in a sequence only. Business analyst, this certification, data scientist, this one. For different roles, we have different certifications. Okay. If you need more information on certification, you can ping me on WhatsApp. I'm going to guide you. So there's a question in the chat. If Pega is creating applications that fast, why is not everyone using Pega over Java? Guys, Pega's licensing cost is very high. If you buy a product worth 1000 rupees and you're implementing it in an area where the return on investment is only 200 rupees, it doesn't make any sense, right? So if you're using Pega, you have to make sure that there is a huge user base, there's a huge level of automation involved, huge return on investment I'm gaining from that, right? There should be some profit, right? Why am I building applications and getting into the market and serving my customers? It should give me some profit. So I'm not going to buy Pega and use it in a place like, leave application or an employee onboard. No, 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 no. Only where I have more, see, benefit, there I'll be using Pega because it's very expensive. I can't just buy and use it everywhere. So that is the reason. There's another question. Is it going to reduce the demand for Pega developers in the coming years? As Gen AI is completely taking the things in minutes, which earlier took months. Okay, you need to understand this, guys. We are evolving. We we in the sense here, all of us are evolving, right? So if you want to sustain in the IT industry, you have to learn the new things. Only then you can sustain. You can't say that, I'm an old school guy, I can't upgrade, then you will be out of the industry. So are you not using chat gpt now? Most of us stopped using Google, right? We are all using chat gpt. So didn't you evolve? The same way you need to evolve. You need to, learn the upcoming things in the industry, and whatever is latest, you need to learn. You need to upgrade yourself. So that is required. Okay, only then we can sustain. Otherwise, we can't. We have to evolve. Okay. So just a couple of things I want to show you guys in 24 how the level of automation is, or how we are using Gen AI. Guys, suppose if I have a table like this, okay. Suppose I have a table like train route. Okay, I have a table. Just showing you how we are using Gen AI in Pega. Okay. There is no data in this table. Do you see it is empty? But do you see here this? I can use Gen AI to generate sample data for me. It's asking me how many records you need. 5, 10, 15, 100,000. How many do you need? Let's say I need 10 sample records of data. GenAI is automatically going to generate sample data for my tables. Just showing you how GenAI works with Pega. This is so bad. Is my session? Oh, let me see. I have logged in some time back, so I doubt. Let's try once again. Generally it works. Not sure why we got an error. We'll see once. Something wrong, ma. But generally it will work. Okay, if you just mention how many records you need, it's going to generate the test data for you. That is one way use it. And just another sample I want to use. I want to show you. Suppose I'm trying to create a test case. Okay, I'm trying to run my application. Okay, so this is a flight booking application which I'm doing as a POC on Pega 24 version. Oh, my session expired. That's what I was thinking. See, that's the reason that Gen AI thing is not working. Let me re-log in. Okay, I am booking a case. Okay, so I'm just you can select whatever you want and you can just keep submitting. You can select the passenger details. One second. Just want to show you. Now I'm on the payment screen, right? So I said fill form with AI. So Gen AI is going to identify, see, and it has filled the form for me. Do you see this? So like this, throughout the application, there are various places Pega is using Gen AI and automating the things for the developers. Now we are not losing jobs. We are making our jobs easy. Okay. Only thing is like you need to upgrade. You need to evolve. If you don't, then there is a problem. Okay. So any other questions, guys? If anyone is asking questions and I'm not replying, it means that you're not audible to me. Please ping me in the chat. I can answer your questions. Okay. So that's it I have for the demo, guys. Do you have any questions? Do you want to know anything more about Pega? No questions? Okay. What kind of laptop? Okay. Guys, we only need Windows machines. Okay. If you're working on Pega 8, if you're working on Pega 24, I have shown you that it's on the cloud. Anything you can go. Okay. If it is 8.x, we need only Windows machine. We need i5 or above the processor. Minimum, and prefer to go with 16 GB RAM. This is what you need. When we are working on 24, it's all cloud, so you can go with anything. It has nothing to do with your laptop. Okay. If no questions, thank you so much, guys, for joining the demo. So most probably the sessions will start from next Sunday. So every batch, when we start the first session, it is going to be on a Sunday. So we'll start the first session on Sunday. Those who are willing to continue, please message me on WhatsApp to know the enrollment details. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.